Hello. Thanks for dropping back in as I try to get this Hush 80 printer working. So I am going to do something. I'm going to unplug the power. And then, if you were watching before, you would know that I got slimed, and I tried to wash it off and the slime won't come off. The slime that I found is
your luck will change for the better.
well, that's encouraging. Anyway, the slime I found is underneath on the wheel where it looks like the motor should, and it does, engage the wheel. It does. But I don't see any teeth on the wheel. So who knows, maybe the teeth have worn off. Or maybe they were not there. And this is all supposed to be done on friction. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to try and get the slime off using a Q-tip. Ooh, that is filthy. And some rubbing alcohol. I suspect I'm going to get slimed again. There seems to be an endless amount of slime. Who knows, maybe, I don't know. Did the stuff come out of the motor? Did the, I don't know. I don't know. And really, does this printer work? I don't know. Yuck. It is pretty filthy in here. Once again, this would make a fine museum piece as long as you never wanted it to actually work. Oh, I hear noises in the distance. Look, I just touched that on there. There is some little, not like teeth, but there is a gentle sort of pattern to this thing. Ew. Better that I get slimed than waste one end of a Q-tip. At some point I will get slimed again because I will have to turn this thing. It is filthy. It's funny though, because right now, as I am moving just with the Q-tip, it does seem to be moving some better than what it was. It does. And certainly the shaft on the motor looks a lot cleaner. Now, I don't know how much I actually moved that. I'm just going to keep rubbing on it. Let's see. Oh, and the head is trying to move. I've got to watch out. There's a little kind of a ribbon cable that looks mighty dainty. Mighty dainty. Yuck. Ugh. Where did this slime come from? Maybe. Who knows? Maybe it came. Maybe the motor is leaking. I don't know what could be in the motor. But maybe something. I just don't know. I just don't know. And really, So the head is kind of moving. I can't see if the motor is moving as I do this as well, or what. Slimed again. Well, while I've done this much, I must be careful not to hurt anything. Watching out for the little dainty ribbon cable here, and all the other parts. Maybe I will plug this back in and just see if any of this that I have done seems to be making any difference at all. And of course the answer is no. Not one little bit. Now the one it's spinning, I can see the motor. Perhaps the teeth that are supposed to be on here just aren't, or maybe there was a little something that was supposed to be on the end of the motor that's no longer there. Maybe it just melted away over time. I don't see any way to adjust this, like to get it closer to this wheel. And the extensive documentation does not have anything to do with anything such as opening this up. Nothing. Now it's funny, when I go to do that, I'm just trying to get a look to see where, like, this is very hard to see and work with. I'm just trying to look and see, is the belt where it is supposed to be? That would be important. Like the belt does, when I do this, the thing spins. And the head, it moves. Back and forth. And now that I can see the wheel here, there are indeed, not like teeth that stick out, but there's definitely I'm not sure how to describe it. Let's see about that again. They don't stick out, but there's, okay, so imagine you had a wheel. I've been slimed. Again, a wheel. And it does kind of look like there's tread towards the one end of the wheel. But it's not like tread. It's like the whole thing is smooth, but there's these little, almost like the top of a picket fence on the one side. And maybe there's supposed to be something on the shaft that is supposed to go into that. Or to go into the little tops of the picket fence thing. But I think it's not there. Who knows? Maybe that's the slime that I'm cleaning up. Maybe it just disintegrated over time. Because before, it definitely looked like I couldn't see what was going on with this wheel. But now that I have had a chance to go at it with the alcohol, I can see the tops of the black picket fence. And the more I do with this alcohol, the more I can I'm thinking maybe there was some kind of extra wheel that has decomposed. Yuck. Ugh. I'll turn it on. It won't make any difference. So I sense that given the opportunity, if this thing was engaging, which it is not, that something good, well, that the thing might turn. Like when I take this Q-tip and I spin it on the wheel to get the dirt off, it is moving. So it wants to move. But something. Is not there. Maybe it's just a little rubber wheel. But there's hardly any space. Did I actually get any alcohol on there? Excellent question. So I will turn this again. Well, I'm still getting some stuff off, but not nearly as much as when I first began. Ugh. It's funny, I saw a thing where, like, this is a decorative tea towel, and I saw a thing where this lady had put this thing up showing a decorative tea towel on the front of her stove, basically saying, hey man, don't touch these things, they're decorations. Well, have I really done anything terrible to it? Not really. And you know what? I can throw it in the wash. Alright. So, I really think something is missing here. I really think it is. But, you know, I'm really trying to be careful here. But as I look, there's whatever it is, whatever's supposed to be on the end of this, is almost too small to be there. Like, there's just no room. Or maybe there was on the edge of this wheel, maybe there was another layer of rubber that has decomposed. So maybe there's nothing supposed to be on the shaft. Maybe somehow the wheel is supposed to be a little bigger. I don't know. Why can't anything just be simple? Well, I think what I'm going to do now, with great care and reverence, is slide this back in, move this out of the way, try and get this all, I've got the ribbon cable underneath. Don't hurt the ribbon cable. Now the belt is in the wrong spot. Alright. So. Oh, okay. So working in tight tolerances here. I think now I have the printer itself back in its correct configuration. I'll turn it on. Of course, if I'm not plugged in, nothing will happen. And I know nothing will happen anyway. Much the same. Now, do I have this? Is it secure within itself? No, it is not. Boy, that side went in nice. No, it is not. I just want to put this back together. So the one clip on the one side is definitely happy. The other clip on this side is not happy. Or is it now? It is now happy. Alright, so I'm going to tuck the wires in. The circuit board sits in here, just so. Oh, yeah. Here is the cable that would go to the other serial devices. How is this? Does it just sit there? I suppose one way I can find out where it goes or how it goes is to put the case on and see if the little switch lines up with the hole. And at this moment, it most definitely does not. Perhaps the circuit board. Aha! Look at that. There are little fingers here. Somehow I feel like this printer is just giving me the little finger the whole way through this. Aha! Oh dear. The printer is no longer as clean as it was because I've been slimed. Alright. Now that the printer is all back together, although not screwed, I will turn it on. I will try and do things that would have it do things. But it's not doing it. Not at all. Not surprising. Alright, I think for the moment I have had, oh yeah, I'll have to take a magic eraser to this now, because my fingers, they have been slimed with this goop. I still have all 4 screws. very hard to see into these things. Ah! The screw came out. I don't want the screw to come out. Let go. Let go. No, 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 no. Is it in? I've got... Perhaps this thing has a magnetized head. So now, this is going in. Funny, if I turn endlessly, no, it's not going in, because I'm not in the screw. I'm going to try a different one. Now, am I in the screw? Nope. Oh, golly. I can't even screw this together properly. And I've been slimed! Slimed! I don't think this screwdriver, see this? This screwdriver doesn't have the right head. Alright, I think I'm in the head of the screw. Aha! It's going in. Nope, okay. Yes. Remember? Crank on it until something snaps. Then back off half a turn. Alright, this one is very far down here. And it is very hard to see. And it just doesn't feel right, so I don't think I have it. Oh, maybe I do. I feel something happening. Ha-ha! And now the screw is trying to come back out. I don't want it out. I want it in. Is it actually working? No, it is not. Yeah. Well, maybe if it's going to be this difficult, maybe if I can get it in with the screw in the head, and maybe it will go in. And no. Things are happening. Things are happening. Okay. As always, listen for something to snap. No, I'm not on the head. I've got it in. Alright, how's it feel? How's it feel? It feels good. Alright, so now that I have slimed this, I will have to tidy it up and put it back in the box. And then see what it is. See if I can find out if that wheel needs a rubber coating, like a little band, or if the, and I think that's what it is. I think from the slime I found, which is evident on the Q-tips, whatever intermediate thing was supposed to be there, it's not there. It's decomposed. And there's nothing, I've still been slimed, and there's nothing to be done at this moment. All right. So here we have it, the Hush 80 portable printer. It might work. It might not. I have not connected it to anything. I'm not going to try and run the paper back through of it. I'm just going to put the roll into the printer, close the door, the lid, I think, haha, and put it away for now. And I will consult with Rudy. I shall. But of course, if anyone has any suggestions, I am all ears. I'm going to find, because I know the name. Maybe it's Rudy's Retro in something. Just a second. I will find it. I will find it. I will go to my channel. I will manage videos. I will look back. And I will look at the... Stop! I will look at the comments. Haha! It is Rudy's Retro Intel. Check out his channel. He does things with things, some Commodore, some other things. Anyway, that's Rudy's with an apostrophe S, Retro Intel. Anyway, I will consult with him to see if he has any grand suggestions about how to move this along. I shall. Anyway. Now I need... Stop. I need to clean my hands. Well, maybe I need to clean the printer as well, because there are now fingerprints. How tragic. Anyway, cute little printer. Don't know if it's worth fixing. Don't know if it's worth anything. I don't know. But I'll keep at it. So, thanks for coming. Stay tuned. The saga of the Hush 80 printer, made specifically to work with Commodore computers, such as the Vic-20, the Commodore 64, the Commodore 128, and perhaps others, but not the PET. All of this continues. Until we meet again. Bye for now.